Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiriye Nashtaprahe Shavadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhavati Nashtihi. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, Chapter 4, the confidential reasons for the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Text 224 onwards. Vishvesham Manuranjanena Janyan Anandamindivara Shreni Shyamal Komaler Upanayanangar Anangosvam Swachandam Braja Sundari Abhita Prati Angam Alingitaha Shringara Sakhi Murtima Niv Madho Mugdho Hari Kridati. My dear friend, just see how Shri Krishna is enjoying the season of spring. With the gopis embracing each of his limbs, he's like amorous love personified. With his transcendental pastimes, he enlivens all the gopis and the entire creation. With his soft bluish black arms and legs, which resemble blue lotus flowers, he has created a festival of Cupid. So this is also words from Geet Govinda by Jaydev Goswami. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Gosai Rase Rasadan Asheshe Visheshe Kaila Rasa Aswadan. Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya is a board of rasa. He himself tasted the sweetness of rasa in endless ways. Saidvare Pravartayala Kali Yoga Dharma Chaitanya Dase Jane Ei Savamarma. Thus initiated the dharma for the age of Kali. The devotees of Lord Chaitanya know all these truths. Lord Chaitanya is Sri Krishna himself, the absolute enjoyer of the love of the gopis. He himself assumes the role of the gopis to taste the predominated happiness of transcendental mellows. He appeared in that mode, but simultaneously he propagated the religious process for this age in a most fascinating way. Only the confidential devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can understand this transcendental secret. Advaitacharya Nityananda Srinivas Gadadhara Damodar Murari Haridas Arajatak Chaitanya Krishnera Bhaktagan Bhakti Bhave Shiredhari Sabara Charam. Advaitacharya Lord Nityananda Srivas Pandit Gadadhar Pandit Swarup Damodar Murari Gupta Haridas Thakur and all the other devotees of Shri Krishna Chaitanya bowing down with devotion, I hold their lotus feet on my head. The author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita teaches us that we must offer our respectful obeisances to all such pure confidential devotees of Lord Chaitanya, if we indeed want to know him in truth. So this is the only way to know him. Shashta shlokera ei kahila abhas, mula shlokera arthashun kariye prakash. I have given a hint of the 6th verse. Now please hear as I reveal the meaning of that original verse. So original verse was Shri Radhaya Pranay Mahima Kidrisho Vanayeva Swadyo Yenadvut Madhurim Kidrisho Vamadiya Sokhyam cha asya mad anubhavata Kidrisham Veti Lobhat Tat Bhavadhya Samajjani Shachi Garbha Sindhu Harindo. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions. So understanding is not enough, richly endowed with her emotions. Appeared from the womb of Shrimati Shachi Devi as a moon appeared from the ocean. So this is the ocean of ocean of these emotions of love, of emotions of Radharani for Krishna's love. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared just like the moon appears from the ocean. এই সব সিদ্ধান্ত গুড়া কহিতে না যায়, না কহিলে কেহা ইহার অন্ত নাহি পায়. All these conclusions are unfit to disclose in public, but if they are not disclosed, no one will understand. अतएव कही किछु करी आनी गूढ़ा, बुझिबे रसिक भक्त ना बुझिबे मूढ़ा. Therefore I shall mention them, revealing only their essence, so that loving devotees will understand them, but fools will not. हृदय धारे ये चैतन्य नित्यानंदा, यही सब सिद्धांते सही पाई बे आनंदा. Anyone who has captured Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu in his heart will become blissful by hearing all these transcendental conclusions. यही सब सिद्धांत है आमरेर पल्लवा, भक्त गण कोकिलेर सर्वदा वल्लभा. All these conclusions are like the newly grown twigs of a mango tree. They are always pleasing to the devotees, who in this way resemble cuckoo birds. So newly grown twigs of a mango tree. So they are always pleasing to the devotees, who in this way resemble cuckoo birds. Abhakta Ushtrera ite na hai pravesha, tabe chitte hai mor ananda vishesha. The camel-like non-devotees cannot enter into these topics. Therefore, there is special jubilation in my heart. The camel-like. Why did he call them camel-like? Ushtrera. Because they cannot taste the newly grown twigs of mango tree. I don't know why he called them camel-like, the non-devotees. Jai lagi kahite bhai seya dina jane, iha vai kiba sukha ache tribhuvane. For fear of them, I do not wish to speak, but if they do not understand, then what can be happier in all the three worlds? So he is saying, Krishna Kaviraj Goswami is saying, the non-devotees cannot enter, so they cannot understand all this. And he is very happy that they cannot understand and they cannot enter into all this. Because this is something to be relished only among devotees. Ateva bhakta gane kari namaskar, niha shanke kaye tar, hauka chamatkar. Therefore, after offering obeisances to the devotees for their satisfaction, I shall speak without hesitate. So, sometimes non-devotees will think why he is getting happy that we cannot enter, we cannot understand all these topics. But that doesn't mean they cannot become devotees. It's just they cannot understand, they cannot relish, and they cannot disturb the devotees. Once they become devotees, they can relish. This is the reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared anyway, to make everybody a devotee. Krishnera vichare ka achayantare, Purnananda Purna Rasa Rupa kahe more. Once Lord Krishna considered within his heart, everyone says that I'm complete bliss, full of all rasas. Ama haite anandita haye tribhuvan, ama ke ananda dibe, aiche kona jan. All the world derives pleasure from me. Is there anyone who can give me pleasure? Ama haite jare hai shata shata guna, sei jane ahaladite pare more mana. One who has 100 times more qualities than me could give pleasure to my mind. Amahaite guni bada jagate asambhava, ekalira dhate taha kari anubhava. One more qualified than me is impossible to find in the world, but in Radha alone, I feel the presence of one who can give me pleasure. So only Radharani can give me pleasure. He knows that. Koti kama jini rupa yadyapi amar. Asamordho madhurya samya nahi yaar. Mora rupe apyayita hay tribhuvan radhara darshane mora jodaya. Although my beauty defeats the beauty of 10 million cupids, although it is unequaled and unsurpassed, and although it gives pleasure to the three worlds, seeing Radharani gives pleasure to my eyes. Moravanshi Gite Akarshe Tribhuvan Radha Ravachane Hare Amara Shravan. The vibration of my transcendental flute attracts the three worlds, but my ears are enchanted by the sweet words of Srimati Radharani. Yadyapi Amara Gandhe Jagata Sugandha Mora Chitta Prana Hare Radha Anga Gandha. Although my body lends fragrance to the entire creation, the scent of Radharani's limbs captivates my mind and heart. Yadyapi amara rase jagat saras radha radhara rasa amakare. Although the entire creation is full of different tastes because of me, I am charmed by the nectarian taste of the lips of Srimati Radharani. Yadyapi amara sparsha kotindu shitala radhikara sparsha yama kare sushita. And although my touch is cooler than 10 million moons, I am refreshed by the touch of Srimati Radhika. Ei mata jagatera sukhe ami hetu radhikara rupa guna amara jivatu. Thus, although I am the source of happiness for the entire world, the beauty and attributes of Sri Radhika are my life and soul. Ei mata anubhava amara pratita vichari dekhiye yadi sava viprita. In this way, my affectionate feelings for Srimati Radharani may be understood, but on analysis, I find them contradictory. Radhara darshane mor judaya nayan, amara darshane radha sukhe agyan. My eyes are fully satisfied when I look upon Srimati Radharani, but by looking upon me, she becomes even more advanced in satisfaction. Paraspara Venu Gite Haraya Chetana Mora Brahme Tama Lera Kare Alingan. The flute-like murmur of the bamboos rubbing against one another steals Radharani's consciousness, for she thinks it to be the sound of my flute. And she embraces a tamal tree, mistaking it for me. Tamal tree, the bark of the tamal tree is blackish in color. And in Vrindavan, Radharani embraces him, thinking it to be Krishna. So tamal tree represents Krishna and kadam tree represents Radharani. Krishna alingana paino janama safare Krishna sukhe magna brahe vrikshakari kole. I have gotten the embrace of Shri Krishna, she thinks, so now my life is fulfilled. Thus she remains immersed in pleasing Krishna, taking the tree in her arms. Anukula vate yadi pae mor gandha, udiya padite chahe preme hai. When a favorable breeze carries to her the fragrance of my body, she is blinded by love and tries to fly into that breeze. So this is the how she feels because of her love for Krishna. Just a favorable breeze carries to her the fragrance of my body. She is blinded by love and tries to fly into that. Tambula charvita jabe kare aswadani, ananda samudre dube kichui na anjani. When she tastes the betel chewed by me, she merges in an ocean of joy and forgets everything else. Amara sangame radhe paye ye ananda shatamukhe bali tabu na paitara anta. Even with hundreds of mouths, I could not express the transcendental pleasure she derives from my association. He could not understand, and he could not even express. Lila ante sukhe iha rangera madhuri, taha deki sukhe ami apana pashari. Seeing the luster of her complexion after our pastimes together, I forget my own identity in happiness. दोहारे ये समरस भरत मुनि माने अमर ब्रजेर रस सेह नाहि जाने. The sage Bharat has said that the mellows of lover and beloved are equal, but he does not know the mellows of my Vrindavan. According to expert sexologists like Bharat Muni, the male and female enjoy equally in material sexual pleasure. But in the spiritual world, the relationships are different, although this is unknown to the mundane experts. Anyera sangameyami yat sukh pai, taha haite radha sukh shata adhikai. The happiness I feel when meeting Radharani is 100 times greater than the happiness I get from meeting others. Nirdutamrita madhuri parimala kalyani bimbadharo Vaktram pankaj saurabham kuharita shlagha bhidaste gira Angam chandan shitalam tanuriyam saundarya sarvasva bhak Tvam asadhyam mamedam indriya kulam radhe muhur modate. My dear auspicious Radharani, your body is the source of all beauty. Your red lips are softer than the sense of immortal sweetness. Your face bears the aroma of a lotus flower. Your sweet words defeat the vibrations of the cuckoo, and your limbs are cooler than the pulp of sandalwood. All my transcendental senses are overwhelmed in ecstatic pleasure by tasting you, who are completely decorated by beautiful qualities. This verse spoken by Lord Krishna to Radha is recorded in Lalita Madhava of Srila Rupa Goswami. Rupe kansa harasya lubdha nayanam sparshe tere trishyat tvacham vanyam utkalita shrutim parimale samhrishta nasa putam arjayad rasanam kiladhar pute nayachat mukhamburuham dambho kirana mahantritim bahirapi prodiyat vikara kulam. Her eyes are enchanted by the beauty of Lord Krishna, the enemy of Kamsa. Her body thrills in pleasure at his touch. Her ears are always attracted to his sweet voice. Her nostrils are enchanted by his fragrance, and her tongue hankers for the nectar of his soft lips. She hangs down her lotus-like face, exercising self-control only by pretense, but she cannot help showing the external signs of her spontaneous love for Lord Krishna. This again described by Rupa Goswami in Lalita Madhava. Tate jani mote ache kono ek rasa, amara mohini radha, tare kare vasha. Considering this, I can understand that some unknown mellow in me controls the entire existence of my captivator, Shrimati Radharani. Ama haite radha paye jatiya sukha, taha aswadite ami sadai unmukha. I'm always eager to taste the joy that Radharani derives from me. Nana jatna kariyami nari aswadite sei sukha madhurya grane loba bade chite. In spite of various efforts, I have not been able to taste it, but my desire to relish that pleasure increases as I smell its sweetness. Rasa aswadite ami kaila avatara, prema rasa aswadila vividha prakara. Formerly, I appeared in the world to taste mellows, and I tasted the mellows of pure love in various ways. Raga marge bhakti kare je prakare, taha shikhai le lila har charan Dware. I taught devotion service that springs from the devotee's spontaneous love by demonstrating it with my pastime. Ei tin Trishna mora nahi lapuran vijatiya bhave nahe taha aswadam. But these three desires of mine were not satisfied, for one cannot enjoy them in a contrary position. Means away from it, one cannot enjoy them. Radhikara bhava kanti angikara vene. Hey tenna sukha kabu nahi aswadani. Unless I accept the luster of the ecstatic love of Shri Radhika, these three desires cannot be fulfilled. Radha bhava angikara dhari tarvarana. Tenna sukha aswadite hava avatirana. Therefore, assuming Radharani's sentiments and bodily complexions, I shall descend to fulfill these three desires. Sarva bhave kaila Krishna eta nishchaya hena kale aila yoga avatara samaya. In this way, Lord Krishna came to a decision. Simultaneously, the time came for the incarnation of the age. Say kale Shri Advaita kare narada tahara hunkare kaila Krishna akarshan. At that time, Shri Advaita was earnestly and worshipping him. Advaita attracted him with his loud calls. Pita Mata Guru Gana Age Avatari Radhikara Bhava Varna Angikara Kavari Navadipe Shachi Garva Shuddha Dugdha Sindhu Taha Te Prakata Haila Krishna Purna Indu. First, Lord Krishna made his parents and elders appear. Then Krishna himself, with the sentiments and complexion of Radhika, appeared in Navadvip, like the full moon from the womb of Mother Shachi, which is like an ocean of pure milk. Eita karilu shashta shloke ravyakyan, Shrirupa Gosai Rapad Padma Kari Dhyan. Meditating on the lotus feet of Shrirupa Goswami, I have thus explained the 6th verse. Ei dui shlokera ami yekarila artha Shrirupa Gosai shlok paramana samartha. I can support the explanation of these two verses, verse 5 and 6 of the first chapter, with the verse by Sri Rupa Goswami. Aparam kasyapi pranayi janna vrindasya kutuki rasastomam ritva maduram upabhoktam kam apivaya rucham swam avavre dutim iha tadiyam prakatayam sudeva shatanya kritir atitaram nah kripyatu. Lord Krishna desired to taste the limitless nectarian mellows of the love possessed by one of his multitude of loving damsels, Sri Radha. And so he has assumed the form of Lord Chaitanya. He has tasted that love while hiding his own dark complexion with a refulgent yellow color. May that Lord Chaitanya confer upon us his grace. So this is the 3rd verse of 2nd Chaitanya Ashtaka of Sri Rupa Goswami's Stavamala. Mangala Charanam Krishna Chaitanya Tattva Lakshanam Prayojanam Chavatare Shloka Shakti Nirupitam Shatkar Nirupitam. Thus the auspicious invocation, the essential nature of truth of Lord Chaitanya and the need for his appearance have been set forth in 6 verses. Shirup Raghunath Pade Yara Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Das. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. It was a long chapter. Does end the Bhaktivedanta purpose to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, 4th chapter, describing the confidential reasons for the appearance of Lord Chaitanya. So we'll stop here. See anybody has any questions or comments?
Nice chapter, Prabhuji.
What's that, Mata?
I said nice chapter, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and the next chapter will be glories of Lord Nityananda.
The chapter was very
amazing
Oh.
chapter. All these chapters are amazing.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mata. Chalo, you all have a safe and wonderful day. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shri
Hare
Prabhupada.
Krishna, Jai Shri
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Jai Shri
Jai Shri
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai